Guys, they said the Olories have been shivering and shaking over a royal prophecy. But come to think of it, this is not the first time we are hearing something of this nature, or we are hearing such a prophecy amongst the women that Kabiyesi gathered in the palace. Remember sometime around last year or last 2 years, there was a time that this Jeremiah's, Pastor Jeremiah's, big prophet Jeremiah's, said it that at the end of the day, that there is going to be only one woman standing in the life of Kabiyesi in the future. The Kabiyesi can go ahead and marry as many wives as possible, but their stay in the palace is going to be temporary. I saw that revelation on social media, okay? And now, information have it that based on what is happening right now in the palace, a lot of prophecies are going on, a lot of revelations are going on. And they said the good part of this whole prophecy is that some of them are coming from Blo's family, that is Ebony's family. And I believe that the gods know what they are doing. If it is another group of people that have come to make inquiries about Queen Naomi and Kabiyesi, and they come out with this kind of news that we are hearing from Ebony's family. Ebony's family, they will not believe it. I mean, most of them will not believe it, especially when it does not come from them. But God knows how to do things such that they will be the ones that will find out. So if they fail to heed to that advice from the gods, or if they fail to accept what they find out about Queen Naomi and Kabiyesi, when the repercussion will come, they will not blame anyone but themselves. So, according to what we are hearing right now, they said another prophecy that shake the palace is that all of these women in the palace, that their stay in that palace is going to be temporary. But another thing that confused me is this, even though I don't doubt prophecy, because most times prophecy there may be a prophecy this year, and in 10 years time that prophecy will be manifesting. Sometimes dreams are like that. I remember that while I was in school, there was one lady, my classmate, that I told about my dream. I have forgotten about that dream when she called after so many years to tell me that I told her something many years ago, and today it is manifesting in her life. But me that shared that dream with her, I have forgotten about it. And that is why I keep telling you that I don't doubt prophecies and dreams. Even though there are fake prophets and prophetess everywhere, there are fake prophecies, but there are still real ones. Kabiyesi's life, from what we are hearing, is a typical example, because according to him, he said on one of the occasions that he traveled to Brazil to buy materials for his shoe cobbling. You know that he's a cobbler. He cobbles shoes and all of that. So when he got there, he met a man who told him that in many years to come, that he will be a king. And this prophecy took close to 9 to 10 years before it manifested. And this will tell you that there are certain prophecies that you don't play with, because at the end of the day, they will come to pass. And this Queen Naomi's prophecy that she is going to be the last woman standing in the life of Kabiyesi, we have been hearing it over and over and over again. But the part that is confusing us right now is when there is this another prophecy that one, the women, all these other wives that Kabiyesi married, their stay in the palace is going to be temporary. But my question is, what about these ones like Oletik and Ebony, who already have children for Kabiyesi? Because sometimes you need to ask such questions, because as long as Kabiyesi welcome those children and call them his, they remain his children. Whether it is they are through surrogacy or any other means, I don't care. This time around, surrogacy I think is official in Nigeria. So they remain Kabiyesi's children. Is it that their mother's stay will be temporary? Their mother will leave while they stay? I don't know. And another prophecy that people have been worried about is saying that a woman who will stay with Queen Naomi on that throne with Kabiyesi have not been married. The Kabiyesi will still marry and bring in that woman. And when that one comes, she is going to be compatible with Queen Naomi. She is going to live in peace with Queen Naomi. But a lot of people are saying that Dr. Elizabeth have been a good wife to Kabiyesi. From all that we have been hearing, we have not been hearing that Dr. Elizabeth is in any way disrespecting the king or going against his decision, just like the other Oloris are doing. So at this point, it is a little bit confusing, but prophecy remains prophecy. And it is only time that will tell. And the wives are now afraid of this whole situation, because you know that most of them, they left their lovely families. Maybe they are not as rich as Kabiyesi, but I know that some of them are comfortable in their marriages. Someone like Igbi already have, I think, a hotel or a guest house in Kano State while she was married to Baba Nasiru. That is if the information is true. So that is to say that she was doing well. She was into oil and gas before she got married to Kabiyesi. So judging from all of that, you could see that she was comfortable in her home, in her marriage too. But because she wanted popularity at all costs, she decided to abandon her husband and children to get married to Kabiyesi. At the end of the day, if she did not last in that marriage in the palace, what is she going to tell herself or her children? No, come to think of it now. Many of them, they were in a good marriage. But because of greed, because I can say that it is greed that makes them to leave their marriages. Someone like Olori Two-Face, she already have like 3 children with her husband, and they said she was doing well, because at then she was working with the governor of Lagos State, I think as a secretary, to tell you that they were all living fine. Okay, maybe not a flamboyant life, but at least average life. But they wanted popularity. And this kind of popularity they are getting, I don't think is good one. And at the end of the day, if this prophecy comes to pass, what will be their fate? I don't know. Anyway, guys, I just saw this and I said, let me come and share it with you. Tell me what you think about it on the comment section. Subscribe to my channel, follow my page. But don't forget that they are all alleged information, okay? Bye. Love you.